nếp á, nếp chịu luôn á. Đại ca mặt may gỡ gà. À mà một đều mà gửi gì đâu đúng không?
2-1.
2-1 à.
2-1 mà tính tiêu thì hơi bị đậm.
Ok, té nào. Lựu đạn, né đi. Bỏ mồm.
Dặn anh à. Cái tên dài nè. Buồn ra một cú qua đây rồi.
Khói nè.
Mẹ một máu kìa. Sai 2. Một thằng 1C. Ui địt mẹ. Bắn vào đầu nữa chứ. Một C. Chưa 99. Ui. Đủ mà. Chưa 99 rồi. Nó bắn rùa đấy, quả đấy bắn rùa đấy. Sợ quá mà thôi.
Khói nè.
A rồi.
Biết nào có ai thích tẩy như
Có 47 viết à. Lựu đạn, lấy đi. Giữ vững đội hình, tiến lên.
Thắng được.
Lựu đạn, né đi. Khói nè. Lựu đạn, né đi. Mù nè. Nó bom rồi.
Thế mà vẫn thắng nhở. Bịp thật đấy. Ui ôi. Vẫn chưa có team 8 luôn à.
Rồi họ 39 nó xong chưa? Vãi có cả.
Không có một tem nào bắn thế này.
Không có team nào luôn anh em à.
Từ tù trong tù ấy.
Vô xem á, theo dõi á.
Chị vô rừng ra em chơi luôn.
Chơi ơi là chơi được coi thôi chơi gì. Ê, bông beo rượu 88 nào. Bông beo. Đánh cái 79 hay bông beo đây.
có tem nào bắn tem đấy đi.
Anh giúp em tóc cái đầu đấy. Tao rủ nó kêu ok rơm nè.
Chung kết rồi còn đâu nữa, phòng là chung kết rồi.
Bây giờ nó thay đổi cái hồi sinh bực mình.
Chỉnh mà mỗi tê anh. Cầm cay rồi đâu?
Nhà cả không biết.
Đã thắng.
Moon qua đi.
Đá quy ở đây.
Bắn đi.
Bắt hả?
Trời ơi, anh Huy cánh tim anh Huy ra rồi.
Nhường anh em bắn.
Đừng kết ai nha, để nó tự ra tìm tụi nó.
Không phải con.
Qua đi muốn, qua cho tem vô muốn.
Thôi đi làm trận danh nữa rồi nghỉ nhá.
S7 kết được anh, kết đi.
Bên kia cờ lang người ta cũng full rồi, chả nhẽ lại bảo nhường. Ngại. Làm thêm trận danh nữa rồi nghỉ. Còn qua hiệp khách giang hồ live chứ. Lâu đấy. Lâu vậy ta. Mọi người chờ tí, chỉ có chờ tí. Nốt trận này tôi nghỉ. Má sao lâu thế?
Phá hủy toàn bộ cứ điểm. Ok, đi thôi. Nhặt bom kìa. Flashing grenade. Flash bomb. Flash bomb. Fire in the hole.
Đè. Đen. Làm cái gì vậy?
Fire in the hole.
Xem hai ông thần này bắn rồi nào.
A site. Fire in the hole.
Wow.
Yếm chờ tôi. Ok, thế nào? Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Hỏi nè. Fire in the hole. Flash bomb. Để tìm bom đi.
Thì cái thằng kia không chết, mình lại chết chứ. Bịp thật.
Here's the bomb.
Chùa.
Global risk win. Aiming now. Smoking grenade. Smoking grenade.
Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Khói nè.
Fire in the hole. Smoking grenade. Fire in the hole. Flash bomb. Be safe.
Đi đi. Ơ. Sao chặn cống rồi?
A site. Flash bomb. Mickey Monkey.
Đi mẹ. Tay cứng quá không bắn được. Nhấp cọp chậm quá.
Flash bomb. Mission fail. Global risk win. Smoking grenade.
Lựu đạn nè, né đi.
Fire in the hole. Smoking grenade.
Khói nè.
Nhặt bom kìa. There's the fall.
Vỡ mồm.
B2.
Here's the bomb. Fire in the hole. Flash bomb. I found bomb spotted. Bomb sticking A.
Vẫn thua à?
Mission success. Blacklist win.
Giữ vững đội hình. Tiến lên.
Smoking grenade.
Lựu đạn nè, né đi.
Thằng ấy yếu rồi đấy. Trúng chân rồi.
Khói nè.
Fire in the hole. Smoking grenade.
Cứ chen cái cống vậy không đi, cứ chen đấy thôi.
A site.
Đi mà trừ 78 cơ, 78 41 30.
Smoking bomb.
Mù nè.
Ơ,
Khói nè.
B vào cũng không nói luôn.
Mission failed. Blacklist win. Bomb has been planted. Okay, there now. Token bomb. Token bomb.
Lựu đạn, né đi. Khói nè.
Địt.
Fire in the hole.
Bắn gì thế này?
Vỡ mồm.
Flash bomb. Fire in the hole.
Trời.
Lựu đạn, né đi. Khói nè.
Fire in the hole. Get lost.
Mù hay ấy. À rồi. Dạ, bấm không bấm được chuột luôn, cứng tay quá.
Fire in the hole. Flash bomb. Mission success. Global risk win. Okay, now. Token bomb. Token bomb. Smoking
Lựu
bomb.
đạn, né đi. Khói nè.
Ba viên 687 rồi. Đau lắm rồi.
Quá bình thường.
Flash bomb.
Địt mẹ ném mù ngu thế nhở. Ôi trời ơi, đủ quá.
Okay, there now. Smoking bomb. Bomb.
Lựu đạn, né đi. Khói nè.
Be safe. Good job.
Bom ở đây nè.
Flash bomb. Fire in the hole.
Bom ở đây nè.
Nice shot. Fire in the hole. Get lost.
Địt mẹ cứ ném mù thôi ạ. Vãi cả lìn 2 lần rồi đấy. Cứ ném flash thôi.
Smoking bomb. Smoking bomb.
Sợ quá mà rồi.
Lựu đạn, né đi. Khói nè.
Safe.
Tốt lắm.
Đồng đội kinh khủng đấy.
Get lost. Safe. Flash bomb. Bombs on the ground here. Flash bomb. Bomb on site A.
Thua. chịu. Thế thì chịu. Thêm trận nữa nhá. Làm cái nữa. Toàn mấy map hẹp hẹp cái này ấy, nhưng mà
Nhiệm vụ phá hủy toàn bộ cứ điểm. Area clear. Ok, chiến nào. Area clear. Smoking grenade. Khó nè. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Lựu đạn nè, né đi.
Làm flash bomb. Fire in
Khó
the
nè.
hole. Mù nè. Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Đi tìm bom đi.
A1.
Đi tìm bom đi. Mission failed. Global ready plan. Ok, chiến nào.
Cần hỗ trợ.
Smoking grenade. Fire in the hole.
Không đùa. Không đùa được với bọn này đâu. Lên snipe bắn.
Flash bomb. Mù nè.
Lựu đạn nè, né đi.
Flash bomb.
Lại còn công bom vào trong này nữa, đùa.
Mù nè.
Thắng rồi. Rất thích. Cảm ơn em. Ok, chiến nào. Smoking grenade. Khó nè. Fire in the hole. Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Fire in the hole. Flash bomb. Flash bomb. Mù nè.
Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Khó nè.
Bọn này nó bảo mít.
Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Mù nè.
Fire in the hole!
chết mình mới bịp chứ. À vẫn thắng, hay.
Smoking grenade. Smoking grenade.
Khói nè.
Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. Flash bomb. Flash bomb.
Lựu đạn nè, né đi.
Negative. That will not count.
Mù nè.
Trừ 9 máu kìa.
Smoking bomb. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Mù nè. Lựu đạn
Ý.
né đi. Yes.
Ủa.
Quá bình thường.
Flash bomb.
Khói nè. Cũng tạm được.
Nốt thằng này nào. Sao không để tao mày?
Mù nè.
Ăn 4 rồi, thằng đấy trừ 69 rồi. Trời ơi.
Lựu khói nè.
Fire in the hole. Flash bomb. Flash bomb.
Mẹ thanh niên núp vãi cả cứt.
Mission success. Global risk win. Fire in the hole.
Mù nè. Lựu đạn né đi. Khói nè.
Flash bomb.
Ê.
Đổ mồm.
Ngách.
Bomb spotted.
Lại thế. Ui. Vãi chịu.
Mù nè. Khói nè.
Smoking bomb.
Lựu đạn né đi.
Fire in the hole.
Điều má vẫn bắn chậm nó một nhịp.
Ông ở đây nè.
Wow. Thôi, Nguyen rồi, nghỉ thôi anh em ơi. Bây giờ tôi phải qua hiệp khách giang hồ luôn đây. Tạm biệt cả nhà nhé. Tí mọi người chờ tôi tí để lên live lại tiếp đây. Nghỉ ngơi 2 phút rồi lên chơi hiệp khách. Tạm biệt cả nhà.
feces and I wrap it in a bag and I even tie a knot,
Right.
it still stinks.
I
to high
agree.
heaven.
I agree.
But it's not dry when you do that. See, now
Right.
it's had time to dry.
Well, you make a good point.
It's been
Oh,
cured.
my God.
So now, is it a clear bag? So
No, this is
you
a blue bag.
Okay, you walk in the room, she's sitting there, and is she got like very serious?
No, she's actually sort of like, you know,
Is she an attractive woman? Is she an older woman? What is she?
she's probably in her late 50s, early 60s or so.
A
And
very
there's some-
proper
Yeah.
woman, you know, like.
Yeah.
"Ooh."
No, she looks like, you know.
Right. Is she like Church Lady, the Dana Carvey character?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you go and you sit down. Do you shake her hand hello?
I think we say hello. I don't think we shake
Right,
hands.
right. And you're her adversary now. She's got, this is so exciting for her.
This is her whole life. Can you imagine how many times this story has been told
So,
now?
so of course, this is going to get played
is
at the
the
next
great-
meeting, everything we say.
Right. Good.
Because
Play it.
the last meeting, there
Play
was,
it all you want. This is, if anything, I think you should have a vote on this woman. I think she's losing it.
because at the last meeting they played what was said last time and they didn't bleep it, so all the F words were on, and now they're mad at her for not editing it. She said again, the truth should not be censored.
Here, fuck.
Oh,
Play
no.
it. There you go. Cunt, fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Now we're in trouble.
I want that on the record.
Gary's in the paper again.
I love this story.
Wait, can I tell you another part of the story?
Yeah, so okay. We're
All right,
getting
so we're
to
gonna
it.
get to-
All right, so you walk in, you say hello, and the idea is the two of you are going to find common ground.
That's right.
She's going to give you the book on her great grandmother.
That comes at the end.
Did she at least write this book on her great grandmother, or does she just march around with this book? That's
You know, I don't
Reads
know.
books about her grandmother.
That's funny. I don't know. She said, "I'm going to give you my book." In my mind, I just assumed she wrote it, but it could be. I don't know the answer to that.
about her
I'm
great.
sure she did. Isn't she like the curator of her grandmother's
Yeah.
estate?
You would hope she at least wrote it, and so she hands you this book, which no one's going to read, and no one ever has read.
Well, we haven't exchanged books yet.
Oh.
I haven't even left my book there yet.
Oh, you agreed?
We
to-
agreed that we were going to exchange books.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Why suck her dick?
Well, that's exactly.
Yeah.
My feeling was, you know what? That day she was nicer to me than she's been in all the days. So I'm like, sort of like, I'll let her do her thing.
Why do I find it so repugnant that you have to suck up to this woman?
Well, the thing is that what all this other stuff is a smokescreen that has nothing to do with what I've theoretically volunteered to do.
Right.
And she's just making all this noise and getting all this attention, and nobody's looking at who I am for the position.
Right,
They're just
they
looking
should
at
say, hey, how do you feel about the park? The
Right.
building or something, right.
Right. So the second part of this is somebody sent an email to all the members of the board. Now they had a name on the end of it, but we haven't been able to find this person. We don't know if it's real. Howard, it was one of the most. I couldn't even believe it. Like when Mary read it, she couldn't believe it. At one point, one of the lines is. Just I'm disgusting. I'm filthy. I have 2 daughters. I wouldn't let my daughters near this man. I think the last line says, "We need to protect our parks and our children from this man." I mean, I'm not kidding.
I've got the letter here.
Read
Wow.
some of it.
Read some
Oh,
of it.
my God.
I mean, it's long.
But just read the
You
good
got a
parts.
highlight there or no?
As a proud parent and father of 2 daughters, I am writing to ask you that you please vote against Gary Delabate's appointment to the Board of Parks and Recreation. And it just goes on about anyone who's ever listened to the show knows that Gary is primarily responsible for insulting, humiliating, and both verbal and physical abuse of women in the name of fun that appear on the show.
Don't you think this woman had this guy write this?
Well, we can't find this guy.
Oh.
In other words, the newspaper printed it, but I said, well, why don't you go? Who is this guy? Because no one had ever heard of him. All the people on the board's like, I've never heard of this guy.
You think he's a made-up guy?
I do think he's a made-up guy.
And you think she wrote it?
I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't know who wrote it, but they can't find the guy who wrote it. and it's just, at one point it's like,
You did tell a girl to take her panties off yesterday.
okay, but she said no.
Right.
I forced her to do nothing.
I don't know if you can be on the Parks and Recreations.
Well, that was the other
We've
thing.
got to protect our parks from this guy.
One of the conversations I was having with that woman in our feces meeting was, I kept saying to her, I don't understand with what I do has to do with the position. And she kept referring to the baloney incident because she's the one who brought it up. And she said, well, that's recreation. And I'm like, that's not, I don't understand what you're saying.
You're not going to have a baloney throwing park recreational event.
Right.
Oh my God! What do you do? You know what it is?
Well, I think this is now taking a life of its own.
I'm up to my tits in quicksand. Is what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Like I can't get out now.
Well,
I can see that Gary may have to leave this community completely.
You're going to be drummed out.
I've got
like
a lot,
Frankenstein.
I've got
you're light torches.
I've gotten a lot of calls of support, including a call yesterday from my congressman saying, "Just stay with it. You're a good guy."
Of course. Listen, this guy is probably the best father I've ever met out of anyone I know. Better than any father I've ever seen. And better community member.
What a community member.
And organized and all this stuff.
All
and
you
his
can
wife,
hope for is somebody to participate. Gary participates.
His wife and family are lovely. And he's sitting and defending himself to this woman is beyond my comprehension. So when does she do the martyr move and pull out the bag of shit?
Like it's like a third of the way through the meeting.
And what happens? What does she say to you?
She goes, I want you to know what I went through. So she reaches in the bag and we don't know what's coming next.
Right.
And so if I could imagine you have like a plastic bag and if you keep folding it down and folding it down.
Yeah.
So she pulled it out and she's in the tote bag doing something. I don't know what it is, but she's folding it down. So when it comes out of the tote bag, it's, exposed shit.
She opened up the shit.
Yeah.
So in other words, so you could see the shit.
Right.
Now, let me ask you something.
How big a shit was it?
It's like a dog turd. I don't think it's human.
Right.
It doesn't appear. I don't know. I mean, I have a dog. It looks like it came from my dog.
So it was just one turd.
There were like two little ones.
Two little turds.
So did she have to scrape this up? I mean, how was it delivered to her?
They were fairly fully formed turds, the kind that you could pick up.
So in other words, rather than keep the bag sealed, she opened it so the smell would waft.
Right.
And she wants you to see what she went through.
She presented it.
I need.
Right. She needs to show you proof. So what do you say to that? Because you're going to go, well, like, hey, I'm sorry you went through that. But why are you carrying around shit, lady?
But I'm wondering how it got into the bag. So she gets it.
Let me ask you
Maybe
something.
it was delivered in that bag. I don't know.
Do you really think this woman, with what she's doing and carrying on with bags of shit, do you think she should be sitting on the board?
Well, that's for others to decide. But it's been I've been hearing I've been hearing discussion about it. Like everyone's.
You should mount a campain against her.
People are very upset. In fact, the place that she did it, which is to me so ironic, was they were having the meeting on the place where people eat lunch that work at the town. That's where she threw it down.
Oh.
Listen, wouldn't it be funny? She calls for another vote. She gets the next vote. And it turns out you get through and she is voted out. That would be the best.
So
what does she do, actually? Why is she
why does she have this
elected?
Listen,
yes.
Nobody could have this much time on their hands. Does she have a job?
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, this is a tremendous amount of effort.
So I've gone through her committee. I'm done.
Right.
She can't do too. Well, she can do more, and I'll tell you. Now I have to go through another committee this Tuesday, which is the Parks and Recreation Committee. I don't know if there's another one of her type on that committee.
Do you have to show up for that?
Yes, I have to show up for that. And then
usually these are rubber stamp things.
And then finally, in a couple of weeks, I go before the whole 250 people and they vote. Wow. But people get to come up. They get 3 minutes each to speak. So she's almost definitely going to be there to speak against me.
Goodness. This is some story.
But I've lined up some good people to speak for me.
You know what you need to do, Gary? You need to invite her over to your home.
No.
What if she brings the bag of shit?
Shows it to the kids.
Is there any way to find out where the bag of shit is now? Like, is it in her house? Is it kept at where?
Does she keep it in a cool, dry place?
It's kept somewhere.
It was supposed to be, according to her initial interview with the newspaper, it was supposed to have been handed over to the Postmaster General.
Right.
But it wasn't.
Boy. Why not?
I don't know.
Well, she needed to show it to you.
She likes holding on to it.
Right. Do you think at the next meeting there'll be a final unveiling of the shit? Because I'd almost go for that.
Well, see,
Is the shit tour over?
Here's the funny thing. She's not on the board of the next meeting, but the next meeting is a public meeting, so she could, as a citizen,
she
show
will
up.
definitely testify.
This bag of shit is becoming to me like the King Tut exhibit. Like, I want to go when she brings it on tour. I love it.
There are a lot of people who are involved with the town in politics who are embarrassed by this whole situation.
Of course.
Not by me, by this.
Well, of course. It's almost
making a mockery of your little
It's
community.
almost like the movie Animal House. I mean, it is. She's so Dean Warmer. It's crazy. And the whipping out of the turd. I mean, do you realize if this was a comedy with Belushi and Chevy Chase and, it would be terrific.
I know.
I'm almost thinking of making this into a film. With the turd. So when she opens up this duty, did you laugh? What did you do? I know
The guy and I, we both were like, we go, what are you doing? And the other guy that was with me, he goes, put that away. And she goes, you need to see it. And we both go, we believe you.
You don't laugh?
You didn't. No, I was like, I go, just. First of all, it was on the news, and the funny thing was when they showed it on the news, which it was in her hand, her showing it.
Yeah.
They cubed it out, which is so funny because it was just a pile of shit, but they cubed it out. But you could see it was shit. So I was like, I saw the
So
news.
you mean on the news she had the bag of shit with her, and she opened it up in the way that she did at the meeting?
Well, listen, somebody was holding it in their hands. I'm gonna assume it was hers. She doesn't appear to want to give up ownership of it.
This is an important bag of shit.
But why do they have to cube it out on TV?
Robin, please.
Oh my God, we're in a crazy nightmare.
But it's funny
do you have no morals?
It's funny
What
than
if
that.
children saw shit?
Robin, they did a long shot of it where you could see what it was, and that was fine. But when they did the close up, that's when they cubed it.
Well, listen, they're young children. If they see duty, it could affect them in a negative way. Because kids have never seen duty. Who knows? Children might start shitting.
So anyway, my tiny little volunteer appointment has become a referendum on the show.
I love it.
So the other thing was, at this meeting the other night too, I told you they played it and had all the curse.
Well, you just hit it on the head. They're really voting on the show.
That's right.
They're not
That's right.
voting on you.
There's one other thing I got to bring up
Be
though.
at these meetings.
No.
There's one